My name is Jeff Nelsen, and I'm a musician. I play French horn and I teach. Couple things. I mean, I did as far as history, I did a 36-week tour of Andrew Lloyd Webber greatest hits. In between, I played Montreal Symphony, Winnipeg Symphony, and then was unemployed for a couple years. So I did pit playing in the Canadian Opera Company, and then did Vancouver Symphony for a while, and then joined Canadian Brass, and then went back to Broadway. Played a full year of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, eight shows a week for a year, and then the Pirate Queen for 4 months. So lots of pit playing. And I mean, the big things for me was I never played, a perfect show. So that was my big opportunity and challenge, was to do better with each show. And then for me, I think that music, I love the story and what we're contributing to the audience's experience, that I was still very much giving my version of that music. And unfortunately, the bottleneck happens after, I think, what we're doing hits the microphones. Then it goes to the booth, and then that person, and we're at the mercy of all of the whole orchestra's music going through the person that's running the dials that then sends it out to the speakers. So I ignored that part. And I made it at least sound as awesome as I could right here for what was going on, and among my colleagues in the pit, I think that kind of stuff. And those are creative choices to serve who you can, along the way. And then I had other projects. At one point I was writing down how I was doing stuff on little pieces of paper in between playing and trying softer. And I had a colleague in the Pirate Queen who played, I was the whole brass section. Then there was a wind player, and then Julian pipes and Celtic violin. Amazing. It was great. And that clarinet player, soprano sax, played so softly that I was just trying to get as soft as him, and we'd do, that was the good thing about the mics, is if we went softer, so we had that kind of project as well. And I left that show with a whole stack of papers that could have been a routine book, and then my shoulder bag was stolen in Brussels with all those papers in it. Yeah, but I learned a lot. I did Joseph, an amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, for the last 6 months that Donny Osmond was doing it in Toronto. Yeah, it was really great. And there's only one moment where you get to know the show really well after a while, but there's a silence, and then the horn goes ba-bum, and Donny's up there. There's only one time where there was a Jeff silence. And you hear this deck of cards hit the floor, and boom, I was working on this sleight of hand thing with, Joseph, the show, at the end, there's the mega mix where they come back out and go Joseph, and they dance to it. And I started adding horn rips to the part as well. And I had gone up and talked to Donnie a few times, and that's the farm, I think, aspect of just everybody's sharing the planet. So I went, hey, how's it going? And he was like, come on in, I'm just editing these Donnie and Marie shows. And I was like, oh wow, my sister loved you. I mean, I did too, but he came running down into the pit, and he was like, who did that? I was doing the elephant calls or whatever. And then he looked at me and he said, Jeff. And the whole band was kind of like, how does he know your name? And everything, like, what's Donnie doing down in our room? And everything. It was just, yeah, that's me. And he signed a poster to the Elephant Man. He was doing all these rips. And I checked in with anyone who might have disliked me adding to the show. So there's that aspect, that when you're going to add to it, you got to do it well, I guess. So that's some other things of not forcing yourself in things, but I was serving the energy of the show, and they liked it, and so it's that kind of stuff you stumble onto, trying things. Yeah, it's not very important, I think. You just got to get it right. And if you can't do that, you pick C.